Well, what are we going to do today, Obama?
Well, I thought we would rank Disney women.
Oh my God, Obama, are you serious? I thought you would never ask, but isn't that illegal though? Can't we go to prison for that?
No. Rank, or NK rank, you know, from 1 to 0 to 10 is 0.
Obama, you idiot. You mean from 1 to 10, and you need to throw something at Creepy Joe. He's being more creepier than usual.
Come on, you guys, take it easy. I mean, I had a bad dream that we were going through a zombie apocalypse, and me and Donald almost got bit by zombies at McDonald's.
That was in the dream, you dipshit. That actually happened.
Oh my God, Donald, are you fucking with me right now? We're right in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Wait, no. How's that even true when we're still alive and on the internet and everything seems normal outside and I have air condition on?
Not in real life, you fucking knucklehead. It was in a video on Comedy Dank's channel.
Hey, I found something to throw at Creepy Joe.
Well, what is it? It better be something hard, and don't you dare make a sex joke out of that.
Well, I was going to say that's what she said, but anyway, this should work, right? It's a remote. Is that hard enough?
That's what she said, but seriously though, I'm going to go to the refrigerator, grab a Coke, and I'm going to drink it all the way, gone almost, and then you better don't have something thrown at him before I burp, or I'm going to throw something at you. Hago, you ready?
Okay, I hope you're ready for this. Here goes nothing.
Whoa, okay, fine, here goes nothing, here it goes. Hey, Joe, think fast.
Whoa. Yo!
Gee golly, that's smart, but you guys do realize this is having the opposite effect on me, right? I mean, just the other day I remembered that I was president.
Well, good for you, Joe. I'm glad that you remember you were president. Now perhaps you can go over and get things done, like, finish building the wall, give Americans a good healthcare plan, bring back the oil companies, give us a booming economy again.
What do you mean? How am I going to be able to do all those things?
'Cause you were the president, Joe.
I'm the president when did this happen?
Well, for fuck's sake, Joe, did you forget to take your pills again? You know what, actually, he's right. He's the president and name only. And only due to the fact that they cheated during the election. But even if he won legitimately, let's just say, you do realize that you're only a figurehead, right?
All right, you guys, let's knock it off and get on with the video.
No, now let me respond to that. What he said, in all fairness, I must tell you, wait, what was the question again?
Well, for fuck's sake, Joe, you see, Obama, that's why you can't hit him with just light objects such as remote controls and shit. You have to hit him with the frying pan next time.
I will do that, but I can't be just a regular frying pan. That has to be a cast iron skillet or a wok or something. But in any rate, let's get this video started. We are going to rate our Disney princesses from 1 to 10 in their cartoon hotness to see which one is number 1. Essentially, this is smash or pass, but with Disney princesses.
Well, good day. I cannot wait to get started. I love my Disney princesses. This ought to be fun.
Well, now he's coherent. I should have known that he would have a thing for Disney princesses. I'm even willing to bet he even has a Disney princess crush.
Shut up, Donald. You want to talk you with your wild fantasy of Wonder Woman tying her lasso of truth around her ding-ding while telling her your deepest, darkest secrets and wildest fantasies, and you call me creepy.
Sleepy Joe, you fucking dick, I told you that in confidence behind closed doors and the pantry, the White House. You weren't supposed to say that live on the air, you fucking idiot.
First of all, Donald, that is super. Also, you should know better to say anything to Sleepy Joe. He will repeat it, and I mean he will repeat anything we say live on Discord, because he forgets what it is we are supposed to say behind closed doors and live on Discord. That's why I don't tell that fool any of my personal business.
I'm sorry, you guys, I can't help it. I'm so forgetful. That's why Nancy Pelosi pretty much does all the important stuff while I sit in the back room tracing with crayons. Wait a minute, was I supposed to say that part out loud? Where's my teleprompter? And I can't do anything without my teleprompter, damn it. Where is it?
Well, anyway, gentlemen, with all that being said, let's do what we came here to do and rate the Disney princess. Here's the first one. And she is the most famous one of all. She is what made Disney what Disney is today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is Snow White. So what do we think of this Disney princess?
Okay, so here's the deal. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this one right now. Disney's doing a remake. It's going to be live action. It's a Spanish actress playing the role of Snow White, which in that case, it should just be called Snow Brown at that point. And the seven dwarfs aren't even dwarfs. It's true. It's true. Read my lips. It's true. But at any rate, we are talking about the cartoon, the original, the OG Snow White. And I wouldn't even really categorize this one as a princess. Nowhere in the movie does it ever refer to her as a princess. But since she is the original, I guess we're calling her that now. She is very pretty, but very plain. I'm going to have to put her somewhere around a 5.
Donald, and I am very surprised at you. 5 to you, Princess Bro. This is Snow White you're talking about here. Was a kid when this movie first came out. We didn't have very much money, but my dad gave me a dime to go see the movie. I mean, what are you going to do? It was the 3rd. It was very hot outside the day. And my dad, we lived in Stratton and we couldn't afford to have air conditioning. So he sent those kids to the movies. And that was the very first movie I watched was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I fell in love the first time. I even laid eyes on her beautiful dark hair, her milky Snow White skin. I mean, just the perfect figure. Not only that, but she sings to birds, she seems to deer and to the creatures of the forest. And if I was one of those dwarves, I'd be sniffing her hair and chewing on her shoulders every night when she's sleeping. To me, Snow White is a 10 out of 10 all the way. No arguments with the two of her, bro.
Bro, that is very creepy what you just said about munching on their shoulders and sniffing their hair, but I will happen to agree. Not only does she give off a gleam of absolute 100 pure beauty, but her voice is that a thousand angels singing out for all to hear. And I was very sad at the end of the movie when I thought she was dead until Prince Charming came along and gave her that also special kiss, which at the time didn't seem creepy at all. But now when you think about it, it's very creepy, like some kind of weird form of necrophilia. I mean, he basically kissed a dead woman. Sounds like something you would do, Creepy Joe, but I digress. I would also give this woman a 10 out of 10.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that. There was necrophilia in that movie. And it does sound like a very Joe Biden thing to do. But anyway, you guys are both delusional to give this Disney princess, who's not even a princess, by the way, 10 out of 10. It's just ludicrous. I'm sick of my guns here, and I'm going to give her a 5 out of 10, even though I do agree with you on the fact that she has a very lovely singing voice.
Well, Donald, I think you are hugely mistaken, but hey, it's a free country. And now let's move on. And the next Disney princess on the list is none other than that Native American princess herself, Pocahontas. What are you fellas think about this one?
Well, I mean, just look at her. I mean, what was her? She just glows with glorified radiance, not to mention she's one of the strongest princesses on this list. She single-handedly led her people to victory and did it passionately and with thunder. Very becoming of a warrior. Princess Isla, 10 out of 10.
First of all, who was that just now? 'Cause it sure the hell wasn't Sleepy Joe. I mean, the guy can barely put together a sentence, let alone a full-on current observational criticism. And the bad part is I actually agree with this fool. She is beautiful, she is smart, and the perfect leader in every way. A strong female character with the beauty of anything we have seen in any play, bunny. But I wouldn't quite say she's a 10 out of 10. 'Cause she did have help from a man, but she basically did it all on her own. So I'm going to have to say 9 out of 10 just to keep things interesting.
Don't know, Donald, if your points make any sense. I mean, yes, you did have help from a man, but it was very little help. That the whole point was that people can work together no matter what their skin color is. She is everything that you guys mentioned. She is beautiful. She is smart. She is a strong female character, something that they claim that Disney has never had before, but that is a bunch of lies. And not only that, but the song Colors of the Wind is one of the most iconic songs in Disney history. Therefore, gentlemen, I am going to have to give her a 10 out of 10.
Well, Obama, that is just like your opinion, man. But anyway, I digress. Who do we have next on our list of Disney princesses?
Well, gentlemen, up next is Bill from Beauty and the Beast. And I've got to say, I'm not too impressed with this one. I mean, for one, she ain't that fiery. And for number two, she is a superficial princess who at first can only see the beauty of the guy. It wasn't until he explained to her his entire story and showed her how much of a good person inside he really was before she even began to like him. And all this Disney princess, I'm going to have to give about a 5 out of 10.
A 5 out of 10, back of shame of you. Not only is she one fine-looking Disney princess, but I bet she smells like lemon meringue pie. And one thing I like more than anything else, besides sniffing children's hair and munching their shoulders with lemon meringue pie, I would have to give this Disney princess an 8 out of 10 just because of the fact I think you're all wrong, Bark. She actually saw the beauty in this dude before he became beautiful.
First of all, Creepy Joe, you are a delusional fool if you think that Bill saw the beauty in this guy before he became beautiful. I mean, I know that they were dancing when he was the beast and all of that, but as soon as he became beautiful on the outside and they got married, there ain't no way she was going to go back to that ugly beast creature. And also, I'm not the least bit surprised that you come out and admit that you love sniffing hair of children and munching on their shoulders, you sick, twisted, demented motherfucker. But I digress. I'm going to have to agree with Barak on this one to give her a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, you're not supposed to say the quiet parts out loud, but I digress. Gentlemen, let's move on. This next Disney princess is fairly new, but she gives me cold chills just thinking about her. No, just kidding. That was a joke. And I'm speaking no other than, well, she's not a princess, actually, but she is on this list because she's Disney royalty. Gentlemen, I speak none other than Queen Elsa from the movie Frozen. Frozen, well, technically, that would be the movies.
Well, I don't even understand why she's even on this list because she's not a Disney princess. She is a queen and a cold-hearted one that she froze her sister for crying out loud. Who does that? She is cold. She is ruthless. And the only reason I'm going to give her any kind of number whatsoever is because of her grand beauty. She has the beauty of Belle mixed with the flowing long hair of Rapunzel. Therefore, I'm going to have to give this Disney queen a 7 out of 10. On the other hand, she would make a hell of a businesswoman. Believe me, you have to be ruthless in the business world. I should know I did not become a billionaire simply because of my good looks and art. Ending smile, believe me, it's true, it's true.
Well, I believe you, Donald, and I think everyone else will agree you didn't become a billionaire by your good looks. Do you see my finger quotes and my showing finger? Oh, wait, we're on Discord, never mind. But I will have to give this Disney queen, I think I've already rated her, what, 8 out of 10 or something like that. Well, I'm going to stick with my guns on that one, but Crazy Joe, Creepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, whatever you want to call yourself, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this Disney queen?
Donald didn't give you a loan of $1 million, and that's why you became a billionaire. Anyway, I think Queen Elsa deserves all the accolades that we can give her, and then some. She's a beautiful, beautiful Disney princess, and our queen is she. And I believe her hair probably smells like blueberries, which I can remember when I was a kid, my mom making blueberry pie and then sending it outside the windowsill to cool. And all the kids in the neighborhood would come by and smell her blueberry pie. And then they would want to eat her blueberry pie. They want to try her blueberry pie. But I never did get the blueberry pie because she would sit it outside the windowsill, you see, before it could even cool. Little John Horner, who used to sit on the corner, stole that blueberry pie. That no good son of a bitch. He never did get caught, you see. It was the forts, and we didn't have cameras back in those days, and the ones we did have were on the rivers, and that would have to be someone operating the camera at all times. And you could imagine the amount of man hours they would have to put up. But my parents were poor folk from Stratton, so we didn't have any of that type of nonsense. Oh wait, what were we doing? I forgot.
Sleepy Joe, what the fuck are you actually even airing about? No one cares about your stupid mom and her stupid blueberry pie, you dementia-riddled fool. And yes, my dad gave me a small loan of $1 million to start my business, but I don't see what that has anything to do with this review. You didn't even give us the numbers. What do you rate her as? We are doing a Rate Disney Princess video. Wake up, you sleepy motherfucker. Obama, why do we have to put up with this crap week after week? I mean, this guy goes on long pointless about his childhood right in the middle of us reviewing these things and doesn't even get to the point and forgets what the fuck we're doing right in the middle of the gosh damn video. I swear to God, you need to throw another frying pan at the guy.
First of all, Donald, I find it mind-baffling that you consider $1 million a small loan. For most people's like $1,000 to maybe $5,000, but $1 million, really, I mean, you just make it sound also mundane. Second of all, I told you in a couple videos ago that I could no longer continue to throw frying pans at him because number one, it pisses off Gordon Ramsay, and number two, throwing the frying pans is causing him even more brain damage than he already has. With all that being said, I think we're going to go on to the next Disney princess, and I think you guys are going to recognize this. This next one is not only a Disney princess, but she is in most fairy tale stories that I think was made popular by Brothers Grimm. I could be mistaken, but anyway, I digress. Here is our next Disney princess on the list, Rapunzel.
Well, Obama, I can't help it that I was born into a rich family, and these peons who only get a $5,000 loan, that's just because they're not as charismatic or as beautiful as me or as smart. But I digress. This Disney princess deserves the relevance that we give her and a whole lot more. She has beautiful long flowing hair. The only problem I have is that she has a mint saver from the tower. Like, what is she even doing in that tower that whole time? There was no YouTube, there was no games, nothing to do up there but to look at yourself in the mirror and say, mirror, mirror on the wall. Oh wait, that's a different one, never mind. But I will have to give this Disney princess and give her a 9 out of 10 simply for her long golden flowing locks and her ability to stay in the tower and not lose her ever-living mind.
You know, I find it ironic that you would call me a delusional old fool when you sit over there and call yourself beautiful. And all those, you know the thing. And yet you look like someone stigmatized nightmare out of a Charlie Brown Halloween special. Like if you were to take the Great Pumpkin and mix them with that Jack-o'-lantern god, the Wizard of Oz movie, you know, the bad one. But I digress. Rapunzel is just the ultimate Disney princess with her long flowing golden locks of hair and her big beautiful green eyes. And I bet she probably smells like strawberries. And on that alone, I'm going to have to give her a 9 out of 10.
Creepy Joe, you are a delusional bastard. And the movie I think that you're thinking of is Return to Oz. But do you know what? I think you belong in Oz, but not The Wizard of Oz and not Return of Oz, but that show that was on in the early 2000s that was called Oz. It was on HBO and it was about prison. That's where you need to be. But anyway, I digress. I say we move on to the next Disney princess and get rid of all this nonsense. And by the way, you only wish that you had this impressive glowing bronze skin, but you will never have what I have because I am simply the greatest. And I'm not bragging. I'm just telling the truth, Goob. That's just the way it is. Oh, it's true. It's true. Believe me, it's true.
Donald, what in the actual fuck are you talking about? You brag on the Daily Dog. I mean, no cap, you're bragging right now, dude. But anyway, gentlemen, yes, let's move on to our next and final princess on this list, and that is, of course, Cinderella, literal rags to riches story, and I do believe this one is also from Brothers Grimm, I'm not mistaken. What do gentlemen think about this time classic Disney princess?
Although I can say I don't truly relate to this, I literally have never worn rags and I've literally have never done any kind of manual labor call. I'm just, well, you know, but I don't understand why she's even on this list considering she's not even really a princess. She is just somebody who made some wishes and became a beautiful woman. But all of that stuff is just superficial and Prince What's-His-Face fell in love with her just because of superficial reasons. So for me, the whole storyline of her going from rags to riches just falls flat. And this picture you got up, he kind of makes her look like Princess Diana. So I guess in a way she is kind of a princess, but not really. And to be totally honest with you, I'd rather much prefer her in the sexy maid outfit than the blue dress and polished look that she's got on here, but that's just me. So I'm going to have to rate this one 7 out of 10 just because of all the superficial nonsense that's going on in this story. And also, she did not go from rags to riches. She just went from being a slave to her evil stepmother to looking slightly better in a dress with a pumpkin for a stagecoach. And once it approached midnight, she all changed back to normal. So what actually changed for her? Anyway, I mean, she probably had to go back to doing all her stupid chores when she changed back. And that prince guy probably end up marrying someone else once he saw how she truly was. So fuck this story, fuck this movie, and fuck Cinderella, and fuck this video.
Wow, Donald, that was really harsh. And what in the actual literal fuck are you talking about sexy maid outfit? Only your worked imagination does she ever wear a sexy maid outfit. She was literally wearing rags when she made the wish to her fairy godmother. And I don't think that Prince What's-His-Face dumped her when she turned back to rags. It literally says in the story that they got married and lived happily ever after. But as far as you saying fuck this video goes, I totally agree. We are totally done with this video. I'm going to have to give her a higher score than you did though. Give her a 9 out of 10 now for Sleepy Joe's opinion on this here Disney princess.
Oh yeah, I want you on her shoulder. We're gonna throw Donald in jail.
Oh, gosh damn it, he fell asleep again. I'm telling you this the last time I do a video with this crazy fool. I'm getting sick of this. I mean it. Next time we do a video, I will do it with the other Joe Rogan. Even though I don't really like Joe Rogan, I'll do it with him over the silly son of a bitch any day of the week. Now, please, for the love of God, Obama, you've got to throw that frying pan at him.
Okay, fine, I'm going to do it just this one time, but after this, no more frying pans.
Oh man, that smells like strawberries. Ow!
Gosh damn it, Barrack, I wish you really couldn't be with them frying pans. I fell asleep while listening to Donald's long explanation as to why I'm a creep. And he's not a creep even though you know the thing. But what the fuck's going on? What are we doing here again? I forget.
Sorry, Joe, but you can't be falling asleep, right? In the middle of video all the time, and besides,
Gosh damn it, Obama. Stop throwing my fucking frying pans. You're putting dents in all of them, you fucking muppet.
Sorry, chef. Gosh damn it, you see, you guys, I told you I gotta quit throwing the frying pans. He gets mad at me every time. But anyway, I digress. Sleepy Joe, what is your assessment of Cinderella?
Yes, that's what you get for throwing a frying pan at me. Now then, what did you say my assessment of Cinderella? Well, I can tell you, gentlemen, this. The name Cinderella itself means centers from fireplace, and Rella is an umbrella. I guess I don't know. I saw the video on YouTube, but well, I'll have to give Cinderella a 5 out of 10. And I know this is surprising coming from me, but number one, she's not even a princess. And number two, I never really found her all that interesting. I mean, well, it's true. She makes a wish from fairy godmother and becomes a beautiful woman and gets the prince at the end of the day. She's still just Cinderella. She still has to put up with her wicked stepmother's bullcrap, even though now she's married and lives in the big, beautiful castle. I'm sure they moved to her stepmother and her stepsisters, and they're with her, even though in the original story, one of the stepsisters tried to put the shoe on and couldn't get it off, so they cut her foot off. I believe that was in the Brothers Grimm version. What was I talking about anyway? When I was young, we had a fireplace. Enough times we had to clean out the chimney, and it would be up. And me and my younger brother, so we would get up on the roof, and my younger brother would attach me to the broomstick and would shove me down the chimney, and he would move me up and down like I was a giant cotton swab. There's a swinging out the end of a gun barrel or something. But then after we were all finished, our dad would give us each 5 cents. And let me tell you, gentlemen, something, a nickel was worth so much back then. It would give you a pickle, 6 pieces of gum, and a movie ticket. And so me and my brother would go to the movies, even though they were silent movies, they were still movies nonetheless. And we were in the church. They didn't have a right. They never did. They have a well. So.
Because damn it, Creepy Joe, that long-winded story just about put me to sleep. And what the hell happened there at the end? That sounded like you had a stroke or something. But anyway, in a nutshell, I gave it her. I mean, 8 out of 10. Joe gives it 5 out of 10. And Obama, what was your score? I forgot. Oh shit, I'm forgetting things just like Creepy Joe. Somebody quickly shoot me and put me out of my fucking misery.
He was either having a stroke or it could be the side effects from me hitting him with a frying pan all these times. But at any rate, I wouldn't worry about forgetting stuff if I were you, Donnie, because I actually forgot what it was I said as well. So if I had to do reassessment, I would give it a 5 out of 10. And given the fact she's not an actual Disney princess, if she had been, the score might have been a lot higher. But anyway, as we always do, this video has come to its conclusion. Donald, I will take it to you to play us out.
Hey, wait a minute, you guys. There's more Disney princesses out there. I mean, what about Princess Jasmine? What about the Princess and the Frog Princess? What about Princess Ariel? Are we not going to talk about them?
No, Joe, no, we're not. We really don't have time for that sort of stuff right now. Perhaps another video, but for the love of God, Donald, please play us out. Before this crazy old fool comes up with some more bullshit to talk about, I want to get the hell out of here, get something to eat, and then get faded and play some Wii.
Hey, that actually sounds good. Maybe we can play some tennis or something. But anyway, as per usual, we hope that you people enjoy this video and let us know in the comments if we left anything out and what you would like to see in our next video. Of course, I know we left some things out, but I'm contractually obligated to say that. But in any case, before we go, don't forget to click that like button, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Hebrew channel for more awesome shit. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. God bless America, and good night, everyone.
How the heck you fucking expect me to cook with all these fancy frying pans?
Hey, Chef, why don't you take a chill pill and let's party? Ho ho! Oh yeah! Do 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 do!
That's all, folks. You know the thing.